Right, welcome back to Dreadnought. It's now another day. Not sure where we ended last time. It was just finished taking off that arch, I believe. So, yep, we're back. It's another evening. So, we'll see what we can get done. Going to continue trying to strip some parts off, get the front in the air as well. Might move some bits about so I've got a bit more space around the back. Take the wing mirrors off, strips off. What else we've got to do? Yeah, bumper. We'll take the bumper off. We're going to leave the lights on for now because I'm going to show you how to fit one of the RBR spoilers I do. I might modify it slightly as well because it's a different grille on this one. And then yeah, we're going to leave the front on so we can mock up and fit the front splitter. And once all that's done, it's time to finish off all the filler work, a little bit of welding, not a huge amount, and then we can get ready to prime it. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Okay, so yet again, this is another video with me dubbing over because I was a cock. So yeah, here we go. Right, roof strips. These are a bit of a bugger to get off sometimes, and they're made of plastic, but when you bend them, they kind of stay bent, so it's a bit of a pain in the arse. So this is how I do it, or how I'm doing it with this one. I'm using a metal scraper here. Obviously, I'm repainting the car, so I don't mind if I scratch the paint up a bit. So yeah, use plastic or something appropriate that ain't going to damage your paint. Maybe tape next to it if you're keeping the paint. Now the two ends, as you see, there's little slots. So what you really got to do is slide the two ends. The two ends have to slide rearwards of the car to come out the kind of pins they're held in by. So this is how I do it. I basically work my way along with a scraper, usually a plastic scraper. This is a metal one, it's just a bit more heavy duty. Just trying to lever it slightly, just to slowly get it, get it raising up slightly. Don't work on a single area. Try and work your way along. Do it kind of evenly, because as I said, once these bend, they're a bitch to get kind of straight again. They're always going to look a bit iffy. So yeah, I just ping it up with that metal thing, and then use an extra something underneath to make it a bit higher, and work it backwards and forwards along. And yeah, it's quite a pain, but it does work in the end. Obviously, the older these are, the more brittle they are, so you do have to be a bit more careful, making sure you don't damage them in any way. But as you can see here, there's a 30 centimeter ruler. You can get that all in. You can kind of lever it a bit. Helps. Obviously, don't do this on a paint you like. Well, this is interesting. So I'll fast forward a bit until an interesting bit, or the end. All right, there we go. Almost got it off now. You can see it's moving up quite a bit now. So yeah, we got that bit up as such. So once it's up, try not to bend it too much, and just, yeah, I mean that end's just pinged out, but usually you've got to kind of move it up and slide it back a bit. There we go. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. It's still pretty straight, perfectly usable again. It's always good to check as well for rust underneath these. on the metal part where the roof and the side panels are kind of stuck together, because they do rust out there for some reason. There was a little bit of rust on this one which I had to deal with. But yeah, that's how to safely get a plastic roof strip out. Hopefully that'll help you at some point. Right, door cards. These are pretty simple to get off, to be honest, so we won't muck about too much. Obviously, this has got electric windows. Yours might have the winder handles, which I don't really talk about here, but the winder handles quite easy. The front comes off. You can just peel the kind of front part of the plastic handle off, and there's a Phillips screw underneath. So yeah, first of all, door handle trims, just pull them backwards, they kind of lock in. Door lock pins, unscrew them. Try and get a pot. It's a good idea to have a pot just to keep everything in. Wing mirror adjuster, that just pops off, and then you've got the little kind of seal, but it's easier to get that off later once the door card's removed slightly. Yeah, this is my first Rocco actually with a leaky window, so I'm having a bit of a play about seeing how I can get the switches off, or the door card off with the switches in place. Anyway, as you see, it's Phillips screws, 2 on the ends. There's one underneath. The door card also clips in underneath as well to a couple of plastic clips, and then I think there's 3 screws around the front as well. Oh, and there's one on the handle. As you can see, there's these little plastic kind of screw covers, little black things. They're easily lost, so keep hold of them. The screws do look pretty crap without them on, so they are nice. So they just pull out, and then you can just use your Phillips and unscrew them. Now, some of the screws are different lengths. The ones around the front end of the door card are different lengths. So make sure you kind of note or remember what length they are. Oh yeah, that's another thing as well. There's a little kind of plastic shroud which goes around the door lock pin. Make sure you take that off. Sometimes they kind of break a little bit, so they can fall off. So take that off before taking the door card off, because again, if you lose it, it's just, well, they're just easy to lose. So yeah, another couple of screw covers. And yeah, I think the lower one, oh, nice pants. The lower one's one of the longer ones. And then there's two around the top. There we go, long screw, very interesting. There's another screw, proper interesting. And then we've got one more around the front. Okay, now you've got the speaker as well. I've got the Infinity 6x4 component speakers, which I fit to all my Roccos because they work really well, and they fit in there. Oh yeah, here's a big long fat screw which holds the door handle onto a metal bracket. It feels like you're undoing it for like forever, but just keep undoing it and it will come out. There's a little black flap on the door handle which you need to like kind of ping open and you can get to it. Once you've done that and undone it all the way, you can kind of pull the bottom half of the door handle towards you. Then there's a little kind of metal dowel kind of a section up the top of the handle which pops out. There we go. So yeah, just the last screw underneath. There you go. You can kind of see there's a black kind of clip at either end. screw in the middle. And there's another clip down there. Camera work is shocking. Oh, wearing a Dreadnought t-shirt there. A couple of different styles of t-shirt available on the website. Get involved. They fit thin people as well. So there we go. That's it, pretty much detached. Little triangular trim piece at the top there. It just sits in. It's kind of held in place by one of the screws goes through it, through that hole normally. Door card just basically lifts up. I've made a cock up here and not undone the, not taken the speaker off. So yeah, round a boy. Once you've done one of these, you can get them on and off in a couple of minutes really. Now the little cover for the speaker, you just stick a flathead in the rear. There's a little slot, and then it just pings off. And then yeah, I like using the Infinity speakers because they screw straight in, and the covers, the door covers, go straight over the top as well. And they're a massive upgrade to the originals, especially with old crusty ones which have been on there for ages. I think I paid like £30 a pair, so whole car, yeah, 60 quid, and then need a couple of crimps for the terminals. But yeah, very good upgrade. Oh no, they're Alpines. Why did I think they were Infinities? Alpines, Alpines they are. Okay, that's it really. I mean, I found out you can just turn the turn that at an angle, play about with it, and it actually will go through the hole. So that's handy because I don't know where the connector is for that. I think it's further in the door. So yeah, squidge that through the hole. Come on. And yeah, the door card just lifts off. There's a strip at the back which the door card kind of slots into, and then it there we go. There's that piece. So the door card's got clips on it which clip onto the black piece of trim, and then the black piece of trim kind of slots down into the door panel. Now you've got this plastic membrane there. Make sure before you put your door card back on that it's got no rips or tears in it. If it is knackered, you can just use like a half decent bin liner or just any bit of plastic sheeting, but it does help stop moisture getting into the car. Yeah, so just make sure that's good. Now the wing mirror is quite easy to get off. First of all, you've got that. You've got the adjuster, which is I believe it's a 22, maybe 24 mil nut. So yeah, you just unscrew the nut, which is like some weird pressed nut thing. It's not even a proper nut really. Then you can push the adjuster through into the door. Good idea to do that first, otherwise it gets caught up. Then you've got 3 screws holding the wing mirror on. This side's only got 2 for some reason, so it's missing a screw this side. So I'll find another one. But yeah. Obviously make sure you hold onto the mirror when you're undoing the last screw, because yeah, you don't want to smash them. Now there's a little triangular base which is for the mirror, and they crack all the time. So make sure you look after them. That one's cracked slightly on that corner. So yeah, they're quite hard to get hold of decent ones of them. So keep hold of them and make sure you don't break them. That's pretty much it for the door. Well, the door card and the wing mirror. Yeah, hopefully that'll help you out.